Okay, so we're up to the 87th tune in the real book. I'm Ron Drotos from KeyboardImprov.com. Thanks for being here. And yes, every week I'm working my way through the real book, and many of you are working your way through it too and leaving comments. It's great, just trying to get everybody to explore tunes they wouldn't normally do. And one way to do that is to go sequentially through the book, because as you know, they're arranged alphabetically, not in terms of style or anything. So you turn the page and you go from an old swing era ballad to a Wayne Shorter, medium tempo 1960s post-bop tune. So you never know what you're going to get next, and it forces you to forces us to address all these styles and really learn a lot. It's pretty exciting. I'm loving this. I hope you are too. So Detour Ahead is not a tune that I grew up playing. It's not in the original real book that I grew up with, but when Hal Leonard published the 6th edition a few years ago now, they included it. It's a wonderful ballad. I checked out some of the recordings. I also put them on my Jazz Pianist Ultimate Guide to the Real Book page, so you can find that on the internet with some of the history, some recommended recordings. Billie Holiday recorded this tune. It was written by Herb Ellis and a few of his bandmates from, I believe it was the Jimmy Dorsey Orchestra in the 40s. Tommy Dorsey's brother, he had an orchestra too. So this is a tune that came out of the big band tradition, and also there was a, a cross sort of merging or cross-pollination or influence between the worlds of pop and jazz back even in the late 40s. Because the big bands would play a tune that had jazz overtones to it, some solos, or certainly harmonies and instrumentation, but it could also get on the pop charts. And even in the late 50s, till maybe 61, 62, 60, somewhere in there, 61, 62, this could still happen. And I remember once when I was studying with jazz pianist Billy Taylor in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, I found one of his old recordings. Either, I forget where it was an old record, maybe at a tag sale or something, or maybe it was reissued, but it was with the Billy Taylor Trio from the 50s. And I remember listening to it, and it was all jazz. I think, tunes like But Not For Me might have been on it. I forget exactly. But, things like this. Real swinging with the trio, medium tempo jazz tunes like Miles Davis would record. But the tunes were only about 3.5 minutes long. And I remember I called him up. I said, I love this. I got this old record of yours. But, I'm just curious. Why didn't you stretch out more? And he says, Ron, you don't realize that we could still get radio play on the top 40 charts or the pop charts at that time with a jazz tune like this. So you might hear a tune by, Peggy Lee or Joe Stafford or Ella Fitzgerald or Elvis maybe even, and then they'd play a jazz tune. So we kept it short for radio play. This is definitely one of those kind of things. Even Bill Evans recorded it. So what I like to do is, I love this opening thing. It starts with a C major, then immediately goes to, seems like a tritone substitution before we get to F, but then it doesn't go to F, it goes to B. So it goes C, F sharp, and then up a fourth to B. So it's like, it's a marriage with the title and the lyric. It's like a detour ahead, We're not going to go the usual route. We have to go around this way. We're not going to stay in the key of C. It goes, oh, okay, I'm going here. Now I'm going here. And now I'm back. So it's very interesting to see how these things influence each other. You can even find this marriage of lyrics, titles, and chords or melodies in pop music, from the Beatles to Adele. She'll have the same chord progression over and over again until the word difference, and on difference it goes to a different chord, things like that. That's what they were doing here. Sometimes I like to do some inner voice movement. Let's see where this takes us. And then check it out for yourself. Lately, when I've been playing ballads, sometimes if the last chord, if I end up on a very evocative type chord with some overtones, I like to linger on that for a while and just listen to it, take it in. Not be in such a hurry to move on. It's fun to just explore these different things, and you get more interested in something at one time, and then more interested in something else at another. It's a journey, and I hope you're enjoying the journey of your own playing. If you're interested in lessons, I give Skype lessons. I'd love to help you out on tunes you're working on, or if you'd like to work your way through my video course at KeyboardImprov, I give you personal guidance. You can send me recordings if you're doing that, or videos, and help you out personally too. It's sort of the best of both worlds. You get the videos, you can do them at your own pace, but I'll also give you some personal guidance as much as I can. And whatever you're playing, I hope you're having a good time with this series. I'm loving going through the real book, and thanks for being here. Good luck with your playing, and I'll see you in the next video.